is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Trading to Glory Season 2. If you're new to the channel, well, you just got blessed. Welcome to the best series on YouTube. What I want to start this episode with is talking about how effective my little speech was in the most recent videos. I prepared you for this. I prepared you for the Player of the Month SBC. I told you exactly what was going to happen to this Salah. You know what happened when this SBC came out? You saw that initial rise in price. It didn't go up too high and it wasn't that long. You saw that initial rise in price, that spike for Salah. And then what happened after that? Then it dipped pretty quickly throughout the next couple hours. This Salah got lower than what he was the day before the Player of the Month was even released. This card got down to 340,000 coins at one point in the day. You could have easily picked up tons of them for 340k. I said in my video yesterday discussing how to do the Salah SBC for the cheapest possible, I discussed that the card which we looked at in that video was about 360k. I told you it would go back up over 400k. Hero Salah here, it's about 360,000 coins. It's actually dropping right now due to over investing. A lot of people invest in this card a lot. Too many people invest in that card. It's actually dropped a little bit, but if you guys watched my video yesterday, you know how these cards fluctuate. So if you wait, this card will easily go over 400,000 coins, guys. Well, look at it now. What time is it? It's about 10 p.m. here, which means that it's, all right, well, I guess it'd be about 12 hours almost, probably more than 12 hours after the SBC was released. But this card is almost at 400k already, which means that this card will get over 450k by the next few days, probably about a week from now, 450k easily. So if you were late to the party, you could still hop on this bus and still make a little bit of coinage, but ultimately I'd suggest, you know, wait for the next opportunity, wait for the next SBC that it does this with. But if you guys haven't seen those episodes, it's important and it's something that can make you bank every single time an SBC drops. But let's go and hop into it. We're starting this episode with 250,000 coins. So we've worked our way from absolutely zero all the way up to 250,000 coins with 0 games played, with 0 FIFA points, with 0 coins bought. So we're doing pretty well. Let's get started.
And I run around the downtown and act like I don't care. So when you see me,
I talked about some of the investments you can make for the next few weeks yesterday in that Trading to Glory, discussing how you could make profit off of 83 rated cards because, well, they could go up for Player of the Month, but even if they don't, they'll be going up eventually because they're 83s and they'll be used for an SBC for Player of the Years or for Team of the Season SBCs, something along those lines. Well, it ended up working out pretty quickly as these 83s, no matter what the league they were in, they actually went up in price quite a bit, being about 1.5 to 2,000 coins yesterday. They're all up to over 3,000 coins now, and the ones from Premier League are up even more. They're up to like 6,000 coins. But nonetheless, let's talk about some other things that are guaranteed to make you profit as long as you're patient. And honestly, you don't have to be that patient. These are investments that will work out within the next couple of weeks without a doubt. So if you've got some coins lying around, I've got 257,000 coins. We're on day 7 for this account, and I think that's okay. Obviously, on our main account, we were over 1 million by the first week, but I was playing like 8 to 10 hours a day every single day because new FIFA's coming out. I'm grinding the hell out of trading. But with this 250,000 coins, I'm going to show you guys what I'm planning on investing in. So, Player of the Year is coming. Last year, we saw a Player of the Year for La Liga. We saw a Player of the Year most notably from Premier League. And if I think about it, I don't know if there were any other Player of the Years that they dropped. They dropped Young Player of the Year, and then they dropped Player of the Year for both League One and for Premier League. I remember that it was MBAPPE for Young Player of the Year League One, and then Cavani Player of the Year, and then we had Young Player of the Year in the Prem was Dele Alli, and then Player of the Year was Conte. I can't remember the other ones from other leagues. I don't know if they did drop any. They might drop more leagues this year. They might just drop Premier League. I don't know, but nonetheless, we're pretty guaranteed to have some sort of SBC for this within the next 2 weeks. Now, I was talking to Run the Foot Market on my Twitch chat. He thinks that it's going to be on next Saturday or Sunday. I don't see them dropping SBCs a lot on Saturdays and Sundays, but I guess that's based off of previous years. I'm just going to go ahead and trust them on that because I don't really have any evidence to support it. I think that's based off previous years. I don't know. I don't have any idea when they're going to drop it, but this was about the time last year that they dropped it. I don't know what day, but I know it'll be in the next couple of weeks. I'll give you that. But what are the investments we need to make for it? And what I'm thinking right now is cards that aren't really getting bought yet. They're not required so much for SALAH. Hopefully not required too much for the new Icon SBCs, even though a very minuscule population of the community actually does do those SBCs. But there are some 84 rated cards that I think that I want to be picking up. And I'm looking at them on Footbin right now. We've got a few that were just released in this Team of the Week. And one of those guys is actually Will Grigg. Now, here's an 84 rated card that you would pick up just because he's 84 rated. Because ultimately, this guy, you're not going to link him with anybody. He does play for Wigan Athletic in the, I believe that's the 3rd English League, the EFL League One. And he's from Northern Ireland, which makes it really tough to link. But he is 84 rated, so that's an investment possibility. Some other maybe cards that would get more links, but might cost a couple thousand more coins. One of them is going to be Raul. Raul is good because he is Brazilian, and obviously Brazilians have tons of links in FIFA. So Raul is one of them, and he's got an 84 rated center back card, and he's also in Liga NOS. So if you think about that, guys, there's a lot of players in Liga NOS, especially after the winter upgrades, that have higher rated cards. You've got Iker Casillas, who you could link that with. Then you've got Felipe, the center back, who's 82 rated. You've got Alex Tejes, who's 82 rated. You've got, I believe his name is Carvalho, or yeah, I believe it's Carvalho, and then you've also got Danilo Pereira, you've got Pizzi, those are all 83 rated. So when it comes to linking with this guy, it's going to be no problem, which is why I think 15,000 coins is pretty cheap for that 84 rated inform. Then let's go ahead and look at Elustando. I don't know if this is current Team of the Week or one of the recent ones, but he is a very cheap card. Elustando, yes. So it's Eretz Elustando, and he's actually about 16,000 coins as well. And he's an 84 rated inform too. So you can get him pretty easily, I'd say. For, yeah, we got one for 13.5k. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up right there. That'll be our first inform investment. It's 84 rated. It's also Spanish at right back. Obviously, there's a couple alternatives to go with. 84 rated Carvajal, 83 rated Juan Fran. But if you were to need an inform, Elustando is a good card to go with because you can link him with 83s like Umtiti at center back. You can link him with wingers like Vitolo, who's 83 rated. And I believe there's a couple other players in the Prem, or not the Prem, but La Liga that you could link with. And then also, speaking of players that link with him in the Prem, you've got like Cazorla, even though he's inflated right now. Once the player of the month dies down and people aren't doing that anymore or that expired, then Cazorla is another shot. But ultimately, Elustando, good investment. I'm just going to send him to the club because we're not going to sell him immediately on. We know he's going to rise in price throughout the next couple weeks, especially building into the hype of Team of the Season SBCs, building into the hype of Player of the Year SBCs. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more of these guys before we move on. You guys are getting the point here. One more guy possibly to get who's about the same price. Going to be Hazard. Not Eden, but Thorgan Hazard actually got a new inform who's also 84 rated. He's a little bit more expensive right now. He's a left mid in Bundesliga. It's going to be tough to link him with Belgian players around the 83 to 84 rated range. You could link him with an 85 rated Yannick Carrasco, but I'd say that this is going to be a tougher one to link because when it comes to strikers in Bundesliga, kind of hard to get higher rated cards. I believe like 82 Mario Gomez is used, and then ultimately you have like a huge jump between that 82 Mario Gomez and like 88 Aubameyang, 90 Lewandowski. So Hazard, not a terrible buy. I think he'll go up. I think there's probably better investments like Raul I really like, and then Elustando. I think that's going to be a really good one. And last year, for the Conte Player of the Year, you actually did need a full team of 11 informs, so that could definitely be a possibility on why these cards would go up in price a lot. So that's some way to prepare, guys. That'll be kind of the first segment of this video. Investing in informs is something you guys need to watch out for in the next couple of days. As you guys can see, I went out, I bought a few players here, kind of following up on the inform investments. I went and bought 4 Elustandus here. I got one of them here for 10,750. That was on bid, which is pretty solid. Then I got this one for 15K. I got another one for 15K. And I got another one for 13.5K. I decided to go ahead and do another one of these league SBCs, or one of the club's SBCs. We did Inter Milan. It gives you a small rare gold players pack, which means that I could lose coins on this SBC, but I like to do one of these every single episode just for fun, and just to kind of get through all these SBCs, which are kind of worth it. There's not a single player on this team worth more than this goalkeeper for 1,300. Actually, there is one player. Candreva was 1,500. All the rest of these guys are 1,500 or cheaper. Most of them are discard price. Pretty much all the non-rares are discard price. So pretty cheap SBC. Ultimately, you're probably paying around 8,000 coins, and it's half of a 50K pack. So if you're paying 8K, it's basically like you're paying 16,000 coins for a 50K pack, which in my opinion is not a terrible deal. Obviously, it's not like a guaranteed profit, but it is likely. It gives you 6 players all rare, 5 gold. So basically what it's saying is it's going to give me a silver. That's how it works. Let's go ahead and open this pack. Hopefully we get one board drop. Give me a Man City player. That'd be solid. It's no board drop Man City. Raheem Sterling. Sane. Come on. Hook me up. Not a City player. It's going to be... Ooh, we've actually got a Jerry Mina. I actually haven't even seen this card in FIFA until now. That's the first time I've seen Jerry Mina in FIFA. First time I've seen him in FIFA. Not a good pack at all. Got a couple of players here. Got the silver guy, which might have even been the best player in the pack. Let's think out of the box another time for some potential profit, guys. Here we have the man of the match cards that were released a couple days ago. As you guys can see, we've got the solid orange cards, Al Ghanem and Al Ghamdi. I'm just going to kind of ignore them. I'm not even entirely sure what the difference between all these man of the match cards are. I can't keep up. I think they should just have one man of the match card all throughout the year like they used to. It's just too confusing. But we've got Rafinha, Cristiano Ronaldo, Alexander-Arnold, Dzeko, Lainer, Ramsey, Koke, and Payet. The ones I'm focused on are Rafinha, Dzeko, Ramsey, Koke, and Payet. All the other ones we can just ignore. And the one I want to talk about right now is Dzeko. Dzeko is an 88 rated card here, and you can say that it should have been mana loss because it probably should have, but that it is Dzeko here. You can actually see that Edin Dzeko's card is about 45,000 coins. It might be actually even slightly cheaper. I'm not sure. There's, yeah, it looks like 45K is the cheapest 88 rated Dzeko, at least based off of the compare price right now. But if you think about it, that's a really good price because 88 rated cards in general right now are about 41K. They're about 41,000 coins, which means you're only paying 3,000 to 4,000 coins just to get an upgrade from gold to man of the match, which could be huge for an SBC. If you guys remember earlier this year, Grankvist was a similar situation kind of card, except for he was a hero card instead. Let's see if he pops up here. Yeah. So this 85 Grankvist card was needed for, I believe it was Salah's first Player of the Month SBC. And this card was like 15,000 coins. I think it was 15K because that was his minimum. It was like 15,000 coins. And Unique Riggers was like, hey, let's go ahead and pick up a ton of these because they'll probably be used in SBC eventually. And a week later, they were used. So that Grankvist card is, you know, that easily skyrocketed up to extinction. I believe it got up to actually like 70K. And it was easy coins for that Grankvist. Well, Dzeko is a similar situation, just with man of the match cards. And with the more man of the match cards being dropped, especially as we're going into the World Cup, I think there's going to be more SBCs with requirements for these man of the match cards. And there's definitely more man of the match cards than there are hero cards. So it's not like there aren't enough man of the match cards in the game for EA to make it a requirement, because they did it with very few hero cards as it was. Again, this Edin Dzeko card, 88 rated, is 45K, and then he's also got 87 rated cards, which are even cheaper, but I'm more focused on the 88 rated card that was on our transfer targets just a minute ago. So if you think about it, that's a really good investment, because we're going into team of the season. That's going to have a ton of SBCs. Right now it's April 14th, April 15th when this goes up. So April 15th, when do we normally have team of the season? Normally it's like towards the end of April, so it'll only be like 2 weeks from now, really. I don't know the exact date, but I do want to get a full team of the season guide out for you guys soon. I'll probably work on it tomorrow. But you've also got Player of the Year, which we've talked about a ton this video. That's been the focus of the video, obviously, is Player of the Year investing. And that's another shout, because 88 rateds may be needed for various SBCs, and it's not like they're never not needed. You always need them for icon SBCs. They're always in demand in some sort to keep them from crashing really hard. So these 88s, at least for the next few weeks, are a safe investment, and it's even safer when you're picking up an 88 rated man of the match that's only 3,000 coins more than the 88 rated gold cards. So I think that's a no-brainer. We got to pick at least one of those guys up, even though we only have 193,000 coins left to invest after the Elustandus. Just found a Jacko for 40,000 coins, which is actually the cheapest 88 in the game in total. That's just way too cheap for me. I'm picking that up. I'll easily be able to sell that for 48k, even if he doesn't even rise from an SBC. So we'll go ahead and send that to the transfer list. Hopefully this video helped you guys out a ton for future investments, future SBCs, especially for Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year for League One and Premier League. Guys, definitely start stocking up on your informs and everything that I mentioned in this video. Guys, if you would be so kind, drop a subscription to the channel. It is free. It is easy. Help me help you with FIFA 18 trading tips, World Cup content, squad building challenge guides, and much, much more. And drop a like. Don't forget that part as well. You guys, I know everybody, every single YouTuber asks you guys this, but do it for me. All right, do it for me. Don't do it for them, do it for me. Thanks. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.